All right, everyone, let's take a look at your current Cast 23 because we have those clouds still banking up against our mountains here. And as that rain continues to clear off to the northeast, the clouds keep filling in. You can see a little bit of those sprinkles heading into Northern California. I've heard up near the peak of the Grapevine that we did have a couple of sprinkles squeezed out there this morning, but mainly just these transparent clouds. You can see it's almost gray, kind of like fog. But as we take a look at outside, you can see that they're coming through and there's still patches of beautiful blue sky out there. But these clouds just won't go away, and the winds are helping usher in all of that moisture that is then getting butted up against those mountains, excuse me. So that's why the clouds are sticking around. 14 miles an hour still with those winds in Bakersfield, 15 in Tehachapi, sustained at 32 in Mojave. That is uncomfortable out there. And as we take a look at the wind speeds for the rest of the day, these arrows get longer. This is 10 to 30 miles an hour sustained. Those long ones gust between 40 to 55 miles an hour. Down in the deserts, that could make for some blowing dust this afternoon if they don't already have some already. 32 miles an hour in Mojave, very fast out there. So I'd say if you live in the mountains or you're heading that way, it's a good time to keep those hair ties with you, ladies, because this is definitely the kind of the wind that'll tangle up your hair. The wind advisory in effect not only for this afternoon, but tomorrow, Sunday, Monday afternoons, not expiring until 5 a.m. Tuesday. This is a wind event that just will not quit. The nice thing is, though, the fresh ocean air is clearing out the bad pollutants, so the air quality is in the good range. The pollen's still pretty high for the trees, especially mulberry, ash, and now walnut adding on to that list. So let's talk about our temperatures. Lower to mid 70s for many people out there. 78 in Arvin, 77 for Wasco and Taft. It's not too bad, only a few degrees down from where we were yesterday. And still above average. But again, the clouds sticking around pretty stubborn and breezy with 5 to 15 mile an hour winds here on the valley floor. And then those winds come rushing down the valley. They have to funnel out somewhere, so they're going through our mountain passes. Very windy on the Grapevine, 65 for Fraser Park today. 62 in Tehachapi as the winds come through and kind of swirl around in your valley up there. Of course, the canyon not exempt, 71 and windy there as well. Down in the deserts, again, please be careful if you run into any blowing dust. We may have that on the west side of the valley today, but especially a chance out in the deserts. 81 for Ridgecrest, lower to mid 70s for the valley. Excuse me, for everyone else. And in the valley, we're not seeing temperatures like them. Even though they're a little bit warmer, their wind speeds are also faster as well. So as it comes through, it's kind of heating up just a little bit. So let's talk about your 7-day forecast, because this shows you the breezy conditions all the way through the weekend, but a gradual warm up, even if those stubborn clouds are sticking around. I'm calling for partly cloudy to mostly clear afternoons all the way through Monday. Then we get sunny, we get stable. Once again, the winds calm down. We get back in those 80s by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. In the Kern River Valley, you're going from that 71 today, a little cooler into the weekend, dropping down on Monday to 60 degrees because we have a storm system that will be moving by us, but it won't be bringing us any rain, just a little bit of a colder air mass and that last final shot of wind. You get back in the 80s by Thursday for your forecast. In the mountains, from that 62 you saw today up to 64 tomorrow, and then back down in the 50s early next week. So I think of all the weather things that make me cranky, the heat is only second to the wind.
Okay, well, thank you, Lena. We'll have to put up with it, I guess.